Hello, and welcome to Tuesdays with Terri. So, today, what I want to talk about is letting go of fear. So, the reason that this concept of fear came up is because I've been taking applications and doing interviews for the 6 month Abundance Mastermind program that's starting next month. Hello, everyone. So, today our topic is letting go of fear. And so, this is such an important topic because fear is stopping us from stepping into the reality we want, from really going after our dreams. And so, what fear is really an illusion. So, it's false evidence appearing real. So, it's not even real. There's really nothing to fear. But so, we're just creating these stories in our head. So, fear is attached to guilt, shame, blame, judgment, and littleness. Hey Cheryl, hey Michelle, hey Jared. Let's go. Yeah, I love Jared. He's on A Course in Miracles with me, so he knows all about this. We are not little. We are powerful. We have no limits, no bounds. There's nothing that can stop you but yourself, but that fear, but that small little egoic mind that's telling you that you're not worthy of having what you want. So, as I've been taking applications and doing these mastermind interviews, because I really want to make sure we have a really tight knit group of people that are like minded and that are really committed to their growth. And so, I've been doing these interviews, and these are amazing ladies that I'm talking to. So, I am just blown away. I'm like, man, like what? Like, but we've all been there, right? Like, this is all the process, right? So, some of the fears that they had were a fear of change. So, what does that mean if I get successful? So a fear of success, a fear of change, is that going to affect my relationships, my family life, my lifestyle? Well, yeah, but for the better. But you might, maybe some people might fade away. So there's also a fear of failure and a fear of judgment and other people's opinions. So we really want to let go of fear and realize that there is nothing to fear. And so the best way to get rid of fear is to step into love. And so when you're coming from a place of love and coming from a place of service and coming from a place of extension and giving, then you're not making it about yourself. You're making it about, like the other person for the better good. And so that's where really the power comes from, is from in giving. And really, we're just given to ourselves anyways. So if you really do want something, the best way is to give it, because we live in an abundant universe. We are all connected, one mind, one energetic field, just one whole. So that's the topic for today. If you guys are interested in this topic, let me know. I just think it's so powerful. So some of the things we can do to get rid of fear is understanding the truth of who we are, first of all. I wrote down a couple things. So really being willing to see things differently. So the fear comes up, and then what do you do? So one of the ladies I was talking to, oh, I love you, Michelle. So one of the things that I was mentioning to one of the ladies I was talking to on the phone today is that, and I guess Mel Robbins had mentioned this concept too, but changing that fear into excitement. So I know for me, I used to be afraid of going live, and then now I get really excited to go live. So I've just kind of changed like the neural pathway. So it's not scary, it's exciting. So those are both kind of those just intense emotions that you can use. And what happens is if you don't actually take action on like those dreams you have, then you're going to start feeling guilt and shame and really like retreat into that littleness, into the shadows. And so I would say look at your fears. Okay, so what is it that's making you feel fearful? Go back into that very first moment. A lot of these moments, it came from childhood. I don't know, maybe we like stood out in front of the class, we got made fun of, or you're telling your parents you wanted to do something, they shut you down. So really thinking about whatever that first moment is for you, because it's a pattern that just plays over and over again. So what was that first moment? And then be willing to see it differently. So acknowledge it, forgive the situation, and then be willing to see it differently. So many times people are just doing the best they can with what they know at the time. They might be acting out a pattern that they learned from their parents, or they might have been abused, or they might have, had these negative patterns in their life that they're just acting out. So really seeing them for the truth of who they are, and seeing it in the light of what the situation is, and be willing to see it differently, and turning back to love. So turning back to that place of we are one, we are connected. I love you because you're an extension of me, of the whole. And it's kind of a crazy concept to think about when you're kind of like just starting this work, because you're like it's hard to forgive people sometimes, like when you don't. But really, forgiveness is not. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. Forgiveness is for yourself, and so a great way to. Anyways, I think I'm getting off topic. I'll get you in the video in a little bit. Okay, so I forgot where I was going with this. Okay, so basically, when you get rid of fear, you can fully step into that power that you are. So think about, yeah, so the first time that you were feeling fearful, and then all the patterns that it played out in your life, and change the story. Create a new story there. And then turn back to truth, right? So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna acknowledge the fear and not push it away. I used to be someone where it's like, oh, push it away and just do it. But the thing is, you can even be afraid and do it anyways. Like going live, I was very afraid at first. Now I've gotten comfortable doing it. But even still, I'm like, man, am I going to say the right things? Is it going to touch home with people? But you just go and you just do it anyways. And that's the best way to get rid of fear, is to face your fear head on and realize, like, I'm not gonna die, even if even if I did stumble my words, I didn't say something, maybe said something that offended people, or they didn't like it. That's the worst that can happen. It's really not that bad. So I would just encourage you today to go after what scares you. Don't be afraid, and tell a new story. So that's a really big thing. Be willing to see things differently. Tell a new story, and realize that you are the creator of your life. Fear is an illusion that's not even real, so don't give in to it. Yeah, Cheryl, what is the worst that can happen? So yeah, like, you're not gonna die. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing, but for most things people are afraid of, you're not gonna die. I believe things are always working out for our good at all times. So when you have that belief, then you can just trust. And I'm doing this presenter series with the Teachers of God Foundation, and this month's topic is basically trust. So when you can just let yourself be led and realize I'm taken care of, then you don't have to fear anything. You can just show up and be led and realize everything's happening for your good. And that's a good mantra to practice, is if something good's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. So I would just tell you to step out on faith and go after your dreams. Believe that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, because that's really what's possible here. Don't let fear get in the way. I definitely believe in you. And what else? If you're interested in joining the mastermind, we're going to leave the doors open until August 1st. We'll be doing applications and interviews. And I am just so excited for the ladies that are signing up. It's going to be amazing. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.